Hey everyone, welcome back. It is time for another wrestling review, our second review this week. Staying in Japan, we are doing New Japan's New Year Dash. Basically, the concept of New Year Dash is nobody knows what the matches are going to be. These are all quote unquote randomized matches. So, with me once again, we have our randomized co-host, I guess, Campo
Hello, I
Reviews.
am random host.
He's AI generated. We have Timmy the intern working in the back with us. He's doing all the research for us. Yeah, look for their stuff. Well, at least Campbell's stuff will be in the description below.
Why not Timmy's?
Timmy doesn't have any socials.
Okay. He doesn't
Timmy
have a
the
social life. He lives in the back.
I keep him behind that Dropkick Murphys
That's a
banner,
good
and
place.
he stays there with my Dreamcast and my Saturn and my N64.
Oh, keeps him safe
Keeps him safe. Keeps him safe.
from Putty.
Um, like putty, exactly. So with that, we'll get right into it. New Year's Dash. Before we get into it, though, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. It'll help us out, and it'll help us by putting more videos out for you. So the more you get this channel up and running and popular, we'll get more videos for you, do more reviews because we're missing a review. It wasn't a very good show, so don't watch it, which was New Year's Evil, but don't watch it. So with that, we'll go right into our show. No pre-shows on this match, which is a
Good.
good thing. It was a little shorter than we
Because this whole
expected.
show was a pre-show.
Yes, basically. It's basically what New Year Dash does is to set up all the feuds for the next few months, really.
I didn't feel like it did any of that.
Well, I mean, in some ways it did. So our first match of the night, we see Ryosuke Taguchi come out, and who should come out? And his opponent is Hiroshi Tanahashi. It was supposed to be a non-title match, but they wanted it to be. He wanted it to be a title match, so
And Tanahashi won the match with no pants on.
with no pants on, just like Putty and Olivia Rodrigo.
Exactly. Now it's all coming back. It's full
It's all
circle.
coming back to circle. Go to Putty's TikTok for that. Um, but yeah, Tanahashi wins real quick, 5-minute match, like with no pants. Like I literally put Tanahashi ass crack. Don't need to see that.
He needs to stop wearing that weird shirt
Thong.
sleeve thing
Yes,
because
I was
it
gonna
makes
say
him
that
look
thong.
fatter. Like the
Yeah,
way it like pushes his body, it like makes him like stick out his stomach.
yeah. He should cover this and show off his arms because his arms are
Yeah, he
good.
should go full Naito and just wear a shirt all the time.
Naito only wears the shirt on non-main event shows.
This is true.
If he's in a multi-person tag, Naito never takes off his t-shirt.
He wears the hat a lot of the time.
Yes, he does. He won't even take the hat off. But Naito goes over in a really quick match. Next, we have Bishamon against Roihei Oiwa and Kaito Kiyomiya. This is the first time we've seen Oiwa back in a New Japan ring in a while. And this match was really good.
No, it was okay.
I even put down that Bishamon deserved, like, you know
No,
how
this was a good match. This was a
but
good
we're
match.
talking about like greatest tag teams a few months ago, and nobody was agreeing with Bishamon. And
It's not nobody agreed. The list was really hard to make.
yeah,
And the thought process of Bishamon is like they're a fallback team. So they won those titles not because they're good, because they were handed them. It doesn't make them not
yeah,
good, but that was like what blurred the lines,
yeah,
right? And your brother doesn't watch
New
them
Japan.
enough.
Yeah, so
Okay,
but
hold on.
no worries. Bishamon do go over in a really quick match. They pin Oiwa. Oiwa does have a new look. He does have a new gimmick. I really like him with Kiyomiya. I hope they keep this tag team together. So with
I
that,
don't like the new look for
no
Kiyomiya. I like
Kiyomiya or Oiwa.
Kiyomiya. I like the pants.
Okay, yeah. So with that, we're going to go into our next match, which was another random match. We get Oscar Lube and Yuto Nakashima against the new tag team champions, El Fantasmo and Hikuleo.
Oscar
Bef-
Lube
Mhm.
and Ichiban Meat Boy. Okay.
Yes. This is Ichiban Meat Boy. Yes. This was basically their farewell match. They're going on excursion after this. Where do you see them ending up before we get into the match?
One of them's going to Impact for sure.
I think Meat Boy is going to Impact.
Yeah.
Lube, I could see him in Rev Pro.
Maybe because he wants to be closer to home. Because he's from like Germany.
Germany, yeah, I think he's German, yeah.
I don't know. And whatever. This match was fine.
Yeah, for what it was.
I didn't like the ending where they were trying to like put them over, but Meat Boy did not want to get up. Like they were just standing there waiting for him to stand up, and he would not get up. And then when he did get up, he's still selling like he was dying, and it was like, okay, come on, like
Yeah,
enough is
enough with
enough.
the selling. Yeah.
They're trying to put you over, and you're looking like a goof.
Yeah. But yeah, but I mean it was an okay match. And then at the end we get that little shenanigans as we always do. Chase Owens comes out, beats up ELP, and we are setting up a tag team match, not for the strong, but for the actual IWGP belts. See, two belts, you can still defend them independently.
Yeah, you should.
So we're getting that. It's going to be Chase Owens and Kenta, who we have not seen in a long time, against GOD. And that should be a good match.
Not upset.
No, I'm not upset
I
at
think
that.
you should have them fight that match for the strong titles and have them win it.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, this
Kenta, give
week.
Kenta belts.
Yeah, more belts. So
Kenta's
with
a
that,
good wrestler. He deserves belts.
yeah. Then we get another random match. 12-man tag team match. All of House of Torture, once again. We talked about them yesterday on this show. All 6 members of House of Torture against a random team of Umino, Master Wato, El Desperado, Toge Makabe, and Tomoaki Honma.
I didn't like this because
No,
they made Umino look really bad. He took an absolute pummeling. He hasn't won in a long time.
our boy Beans, I know. Yeah, it's making like ever since he came on strong in the G1 and then after that but even in the G1 he didn't start very well either.
I'm wondering like what the end game is here because Suji is struggling. Okay,
Who
Uemura
looks like a star.
looks like a star, but he's still getting put in awkward situations.
Hmm.
Shota hasn't been winning.
Yep.
Um, Oiwa's not even in your company.
No.
Uh, Ren Narita's useless,
Yeah, at least he has a little bit of a better gimmick in House of Torture, but
but it's still like okay. And then you have who am I forgetting here? Fujita is kind of like doing good, but he's taking a back seat. He's
mhm.
getting a better push than any of them are. And then
Yeah.
there's one other young guy that's getting treated really good now too. Who am I
Show.
missing?
Yo.
No, they're not young. Uh oh my God.
Can't think of
It's
it
someone
now.
who also recently came back. Not Fujita.
Recently came back.
I
Well, I
swear
can
he's even in a match tonight. I don't know. Well, I'll figure
yeah,
it
we'll
out.
figure it out when we get to it. But
But it's like all your big guys are doing shit all, but you have like the second tier guys are doing way better. Oiwa's doing way
yeah.
better. Vegeta's doing way better.
Yeah. It was yeah, this I get what you're trying to do with House of Torture. You want to legitimize them, but it's not working. Like just because you add more members doesn't make them better.
This is true.
Yeah. But they do lose. Who gets the win in this? Was that did Desperado get the win in this match?
I don't know, but he got his ass kicked.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely, he did. And Makabe, who we haven't seen in like how long? When was the last time we saw Makabe in the ring?
When's the last time you seen Hanma in the ring?
Yeah, probably on one of those shows that we don't watch, one of those Road to shows
Yeah, the last time I remember seeing Hanma was either at last New Year's Dash
where
or
he
at
missed
Wrestle
that
Kingdom.
headbutt.
Yeah, so it was one of those.
Yeah. But they go over in a 12-man tag match. Shenanigans all over the place. This time Evil steals was it Evil did Evil steal the belt again? Who stole the belt? Who tried to steal the belt?
Oh, I don't remember.
But I think
Someone
this
did.
yeah,
I
this
don't
is setting
remember.
up Kanemaru versus El Desperado.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever. Next was United Empire members Will Ospreay, Jeff Cobb, Catch 22, both of them against Bullet Club members Finley, Coughlin, Gabriel, Drilla Maloney, and Clark Connors.
This was a good match.
Yeah, right off the bat, you get like Akira climbing up to the rafters there and the balcony and just like throwing himself off the top. Like Akira is
He kind of made me worried because he landed on top of Will Ospreay and he like
Yeah.
DDT'd Will Ospreay's head into the floor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
But
I
digress.
like where they're going with it. I like the fact that they're telling a story and it's setting up rivalries.
You're rethinking putting that in your mouth, aren't you?
Yeah. It's an ice cube. So do you hear
You
me
should have.
crunching it or no?
No, but I could see that you're like, oh shit, I should have waited. Um,
Too cold.
anyways, either way, it's setting up a good story here between them.
Yep.
It's setting up a story so that Will Ospreay can leave but still be able to come back.
Yep. Absolutely. And it's setting up like they even said who's going to be the new leader for United Empire after he leaves.
Tell him.
Did they announce it?
No.
No, that's
It's
why.
gonna be Jeffrey Cobb.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
so this
You think they're
team,
going to bring another member in, or do they going to try to squeeze in that Caleb Calloway guy?
well, okay, so this match, the 5-man match,
Hmm.
is you can't have the tag guys because they have a match.
Right.
So it's a Great O'Khan, Hanare, Jeff Cobb.
Hmm.
I don't think you want to use Caleb.
Yeah.
Maybe they're gonna get
Caleb
a
Newman.
return appearance from Aussie Open guy.
Fletcher or
Yeah,
Davis?
Kyle Fletcher.
Okay.
I think it's got to be something. If you're gonna have a secret member, like because the way they're talking about it, you because he named all the people on that side, but on
Yeah.
their side, you could tell there's a guy missing.
Yep.
It's you're not gonna get a pop for having Caleb Newman.
No. Unless they bring in a completely new member.
Maybe they bring in a new leader. This
Yeah.
guy's gonna be the. Maybe it's like no, it won't be Tongaloa because they need him.
No. It has to be a British guy.
Zack Sabre Jr.
No, he's embroiled
He's
currently, right?
already in a good one.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll
Uh
see. But I mean, this
maybe
was,
it's Matt Riddle. We didn't talk
yeah,
about Matt Riddle, by the way. He challenges
Tanahashi.
and Tanahashi just says, I don't know who you are, but challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Yep. Way to put your opponent over, Tanahashi.
Maybe it's Shawn Michaels clone. What's his name? Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler? Maybe. Mustafa Ali. We haven't seen much from him lately.
There's a lot of rumors that he's signing to Impact.
Really?
Yeah. They're
Who
saying
knows?
it.
Maybe he makes an appearance tonight at Hard to Kill. I haven't watched it yet.
Haven't watched it yet either.
We're
There's
recording this
someone's
as that
supposed to
time.
come out, right? There's a signing, a big signing.
There is a big signing, yeah.
Um,
Unless it's the guy that's facing
well, they took Trent
Hammerstone.
Seven out
Why?
because he couldn't get in the country or something.
Okay.
So they replaced him with
Alex Hammerstone.
Laredo Kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I know Alex Hammerstone is going to be signing. He's a free agent, but I think he's signing a contract with.
Yeah. And the big rumors are I know we're way off topic, but the big rumors are either Mustafa Ali or the Maximum Male Models guys are going to sign as a tag team.
Yeah. Yeah, that I heard that talk too.
Maybe
But
it's
we'll see.
Julia.
Maybe, yeah. No, Julia is all but done deal
They
with
said that
W.
about Sasha Banks, and then she went to WWE, and now she's back in AEW. So
Yes, that's true
who
too.
knows? They also said Deonna Purrazzo was a sure thing going to WWE.
No, she would never go back. I don't think she.
Anyways, what are
But
we
yeah,
on? What are
we
we
are
on here?
on the next match, which is just five guys against Lij.
Just five
Five
guys.
guys.
By the way, I swear the girl from the Noah match, Nozaki,
Mm-hmm.
her thing when she comes out says, "You already died."
Die.
I swear it says that.
I have to go back and watch that now.
But
But
yeah,
this was a good match too.
this is a good match.
This is a really good match, and very limited Naito because I think he's still hurt from Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, okay. Let's take back good match and replace it with it was a solid
Solid match.
Like it
Serviceable.
flowed. It got it. You could see that Shingo was hurt.
Yeah.
You could see that Sonata was hurt.
You could see that Naito was hurt.
And this is where I was talking about it in the other episode. Bro, Taichi and not Shingo. Taichi and Bushi look
Mhm.
like, bro, we're not even trying. Where I'm just gave up. Taichi was like
Yeah.
Taichi running to the corner was like an old man with a walker, like walking over slowly and like placing himself in the corner.
in the corner. Yeah.
I
Even
think he's
Bushi.
I genuinely think he's fed up.
Who, Taichi?
Yeah. Because he, at least when we started watching, what was it like 2 years
Two
ago
years
now?
ago now, yeah.
He was like a
At the top of the card almost.
yeah, he was a much bigger name. He was in contention for any title.
Yeah.
Not to win, but to be there,
In
right?
the picture, yeah.
And like he's not even in the open weight picture right now.
No.
They're still trying to put over Tama Tonga, who told you he's not coming back.
Yeah. But we'll get to the end. When we get to the end of the show, we probably know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, but it's like I just think Taichi's like just tired.
Yeah. He's fed up. He's done. He could probably have a better run right now in All Japan.
He would probably win a title in All Japan.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, he's not a bad wrestler.
No. His gimmick is a little stupid,
And
but
where's Miho Abe?
yeah. Because he's always stuck in tag matches. He doesn't do singles
By the
matches.
way,
Or Peter.
what was her name again? Nakazima?
Nizuki, I think it was.
Suzuki looks like Abe Miho, like in the face.
A little bit. A
Miho
little bit
Abe?
that Nozaki. Yeah, a little bit of that with a little bit of Julia because it's the
Yeah, it's a
braids
little
kind
bit
of
of
thing.
both. Anyways, let's
Yeah.
get off Hot
Off
Girls for
topic.
a second.
Uh, yeah,
Where's
but
Peter?
yeah, where's Peter? We haven't seen her in a while
You
either.
know, like, come on.
But what's it? Taka Michinoku gets the win on Bushi.
He
with the
looked really
Michinoku.
good. He
Yeah,
looked really good. He hit a few really nice spots. I was like, holy crap, he still got it, man.
yeah,
Give me
yeah.
the match with freaking Dick Togo versus Takamichinoku,
Okay, I'll take it.
right? Because like there's history there.
I mean, Michinoku's older than Tanahashi. He still moves better than Tanahashi.
He looked physically great.
Yeah. I mean, he never was a big guy, but he was always agile. He was always lean. He was always
And his early 90s run in WWE or like his early run in WWE, sorry, and then his WCW run, he did some hardcore ass shit.
yeah,
Like for him to still be like functioning the way he does after doing all of that, like
yeah.
good for him. Doesn't
Yes.
own Michinoku Pro Wrestling, if anyone out
N-
there thinks that.
No, does
All
not.
right. Nose blow.
Okay. So with that, we're going to get into our next match. This was the four-way match to determine the inaugural KOPW 2024 champion. You have Great Okan, Toru Yano, Yo, who's back to his old gimmick, not the guy with the flip-flops, and Taiji Ishimori. So basically the way this match works, it was going to be a scramble match. You have 10 minutes, and whoever scores the last pinfall is your champion.
Yeah, except that no one did anything and he ran away with the belt.
He did get a pinfall.
But what was the point of him running away with the belt?
To see, this is what I didn't understand. Do you have to pin the person who was last pinned? Or
I
can you
don't
just pin?
understand because I'm gonna be honest with you, I watched this whole match not once, but twice. And like, yeah, okay, I kind of zoned out, but I don't remember anyone getting pinned for the whole match.
Yeah,
Did
I
anyone
do.
actually get
I
pinned?
do remember the pins. Where are we here?
Actually, I do
Yo
remember
Yo
one.
gets
Yeah,
the first pin,
I remember that. I
and
remember
then
that.
Ishimori pins Yo towards the end, and that's when he steals the belt and runs away.
Okay,
So
but
is it?
then
Did you,
Great Okan could have got the winning pin, but instead of pinning, he chose to chase after him for the belt for no reason.
so that's why that's where I was a little confused. Do you have to pin the person who got the last pin, or can you just pin anybody? Because he
Yeah,
could have
or
just
do you have to be holding the belt? Like,
no.
I don't know. It was
Yeah.
super confusing and they did nothing to make it easier to understand.
No. The only thing I know at the end of all this, Ishimori is the
Yeah,
KOPW
and listen, Chuck Dixon on commentary, bro, he's fucking shit.
fake Ian Riccaboni.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I didn't want to be mean, but like, no,
Stewart,
man.
something Stewart.
It's like I just can't. He
Yeah.
literally gave a whole description of a match, okay? A
And I
whole
still didn't
description.
understand.
And then Chris Charlton was like, it's actually a four-way match and it's not for the trios titles. And I was like, wait, what just happened? He just explained to us that we're going to watch a trios match with Ishii and it's for the trios titles. I was like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Which was that was the next match because the Ishii comes out and that's when he was talking about it's gonna be the trios title. And it's like, No, it's not because the next member was John Moxley.
Anyways, we
Yeah.
digress.
So Ishimori is your KOPW provisional champion for 2024.
It was a
At,
fun match,
at
but
least
it
he
made
has
no
something.
sense.
Yeah. At least he has something. So with that, we're going to go into our main event of the night. We get Ishimori, or sorry, Ishimori. We get Tomohiro Ishii, and then we get John Moxley, and then we get Bryan Danielson, and that's the thing too. That's another one. Oh, Danielson went back to America. He was on a plane going back to the. Whoa, what's he doing here?
That's
And
your guy.
after their match, with Danielson is now teaming with Okada in this match. So you have two members of Chaos. They called it the BCC, the Blackpool Chaos Club, which
So see, this is what I find funny because I've watched a couple New Year's dashes.
Mhm.
After they did the Kenny one, they're like, "Oh, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the two rivalry guys on the same team."
Yeah, they did that last year too.
You know, oh, like, come on, we could do
Because they
better
put
than
Kenny,
this.
but that was good though. Kenny and Osprey together on that
Yeah,
team.
it was Kenny and freaking Okada.
No, but last year they did Kenny and Osprey.
Well, they did Kenny and Okada.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, it was a three-way.
was it? Check in.
Uh, Okada and Omega against Hinare and Jeff Cobb.
See,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
because we're
Okay.
gonna get Okada versus Osprey.
Yes, eventually at
They
Battle in the
announced it for
Valley.
something.
Battle in the
Battle in the
Valley,
Valley.
isn't it? Yeah. Um, and against all the members of TMDK.
Yeah.
We got Ichiban Sweet Boy.
Good group of people,
Mm-hmm.
fun times, decent match, not complaining. It went a little bit long,
Yeah.
but overall, Japanese Moxley is far better than
Oh
American
yeah, I'll take
Dawson.
Japanese. They even said it. Like the commentator, Chris Charlton even said, he goes, "Yeah, what the John Moxley you get here in Japan is different than the John Moxley you get in
They said
AEW."
he's a god in Japan.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, but he's really good in Japan.
They
I
said
like,
that. I'm just quoting them.
yes, that's why I said I wouldn't go that far, but he's very good in Japan.
It was probably a fake Riccaboni.
Fake Riccaboni. But TMDK go over. Um, so they're saying, was it? It's going to be Fujita, Shane Haste, and Mikey Nichols going against Chaos and Tanahashi for the. I think this is where they win it because they got to get something off of Tanahashi.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. I think
Put some gold
I
on those
wouldn't be
guys.
upset by that.
Haste, and Nichols have worked so hard in the last 365 days that they deserve something around
It's
their
not going to come
waists.
soon though. It's going to be at like Dominion.
No, they said at Osaka Destruction or
Oh, really?
yeah, New Beginning in Osaka, which is in February or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
mid-February.
they're going to lose and drag it out.
And then have them doing it
Do it
at
at a
Dominion.
bigger pay-per-view.
Okay. Eh, okay. But after that, was it is this where Evil tries to steal the Tamatonga's belt?
Yeah. No.
No,
Yeah.
that was earlier. We missed that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's a whole thing explaining why on Instagram, a lot of people probably missed this, explaining why they deleted Tamatonga off the New Japan website. And it shows Evil goes into a computer room and like slaps the guy around and makes him change the
Delete
who's the champion to Evil
to Evil,
and
yeah.
delete him off the thing. But I think it was just an error, and then they had to come up with something quick to like cover it up.
Yeah, to cover it up. Okay. Because but clearly Evil's going to be beating Tamatonga for that belt.
Yeah. They got to
Yeah.
give House of Torture something now because there's nothing else to give them.
No, there isn't. And at least the Never Openweight Championship is at least something for him. Yeah, it
I
was an
think they
okay.
should push Shingo and Yota Tsuji as a tag team,
Yeah, I like that. I mean, that Shingo and Moxley match looks pretty good on
right?
paper.
Because then you could push Bushi and Takahashi. Then that way they can still have belts, but not the main belts. We don't
Yeah,
need these guys taking up main belts.
I agree. With that, I have a feeling we're both going to say this is so far the worst pay-per-view we've reviewed this year.
Yeah.
What'd you give this?
Okay, so I'm really at odds because I want to give it a 7, but I feel like had more fun watching the good matches of Stardom. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
give this a 6.9.
I'm very close. I gave it a 6.8. 6-8 for me. Yeah, it was not. And now that we've
It was
now,
sloppy.
it was. I don't like I get it. It's to set up feuds for the year, but
It
like
felt
I
like a
mean,
house show.
it did. It did. Especially in the arena. I actually like the
And
arena though.
they did a lot this year. Once again, they gave away New Year's Dash for free
Hmm.
to anyone could watch it.
But last
And
year,
they
New
gave,
Year's Dash, well, I gave it pretty high. You gave it a 7-3 last year.
yeah, it was a decent show.
Yeah.
But New Year's Dash was free this year, was free last year for you don't even have to have the service. And
Yeah.
Wrestle Kingdom was free if you have the service this year.
Yeah.
A
So
Wrestle Kingdom put up record numbers for views and buys
yeah,
and
and
fucking
buys. It was the
stadiums.
biggest selling Wrestle Kingdom of all time, they
There's
said.
to me, I don't even remember if we talked about this, but that roll call at the end is
Hmm.
like the single most like chilling wrestling moment I think I've ever experienced with like the crowd progressively getting louder.
Yeah, it was definitely the most loud, it's probably the most loudest crowd I've heard at a New Japan show
It might
since
be the loudest chant I've ever
po-
heard at a wrestling show
this is the loudest I've ever heard it post-pandemic.
for sure.
Yeah.
But I think even when you factor in those loud WWE crowds, sometimes I
Hmm.
think that peak there when he's like "Day Ha Pone" and everyone starts
Yeah.
chanting Naito after, that was like holy crap, bro! I've
Yeah.
watched it like 20 times now.
Yeah. That's added to one of the feel-good moments of 2024.
For sure. Well, we wanted this, right? This is my favorite wrestler, at least of
Hmm.
the now times.
Yeah. Current favorite wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. Tune in next week. We will have our review of TNA's first pay-per-view under the TNA banner, Hard to Kill. So tune in next week for that, and we will have our review of Battle in the Valley. So tune in next week for that. But with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.